Have you ever felt that moment when your eyes widen, your heart races, and goosebumps crawl down your arm? For no clear reason. It's not just excitement, not just passion, something sharper, every step, every click, every blink, all of it feeding the same hunger. Obsession. This desperate chase for meaning, that brief, endless euphoria that makes everything else go quiet. I think this is the feeling everyone chases at some point. Not success, not praise, but purpose.
So what goal are you trying to achieve?
Someday, I would like to be the national record holder.
Alright, here we go. Lately, my videos have been circling around the same idea. That's obsession. The kind of drive that doesn't ask for permission. The kind that turns effort into identity. Where doing becomes being. Where this one goal of yours stops being something you work towards and now becomes the only thing that makes life feel real. And this obsession shows up everywhere. This could be Mori endlessly climbing alone, or Zuriel finding his obsession with martial arts to keep him alive, or Reno chasing strength because he refuses to watch the people he cares about get crushed. These are all different lives with the same fire. And today I want to go more into this topic because these two stories that I'm about to talk about that I recently watched made me realize something. Obsession isn't just a personality trait. It's more of a myth, an ancient curse, or even a pattern that's been around humans forever. And I think someone who represents this is Sisyphus. Even though his story wasn't all good, his punishment adds meaning. This question to obsession. Sisyphus is condemned to push a boulder up a hill for eternity. No finish line, no reward, no moment where someone says, "You did it, congrats." The rock continues to roll back down, and tomorrow he pushes it again. And that's the part people miss. Sisyphus isn't just hard work, he's repetition. This repetition without meaning, unless you create that meaning for yourself. And that's exactly what 100 Meters and Look Back talks about. Two stories where people don't just chase a goal, they build a life around pushing this singular rock.
There's one simple rule that I believe in this world. It's more than just a sport. Running the 100-meter dash faster than anyone else can solve almost anything.
It can solve almost anything?
When we're first introduced to these characters, you can immediately tell how much they have a passion for what they're doing. It's not forced, it's not loud, it's natural. They're both respected by the people around them, not just because they're talented, but because of how much work they put in. Both movies represent a true balance between talent and work, and Komiya's progression throughout the film is honestly what stayed with me the most. His character explains it in such a simple but powerful way, how the world around him starts to blur when he runs. The noise fades, everything disappears. For those few seconds, he escapes reality.
So, do you like to run?
Not really. It's pretty hard.
Okay, then why are you always running?
'Cause it gets blurred.
What do you mean? What's blurred?
The world. When I run, it hurts more than reality, so it distracts me.
And I feel like everyone has something like that. Some place they can go where things finally feel quiet, where their life finally slows down. I've also talked about this in one of my other videos, but for me, it's being alone. Being able to do the thing I love most without distractions, without expectations, without having to deal with anybody, just me and the work. A single light in the dark that I endlessly chase. And that feeling sticks with Komiya throughout the entire story. No matter how hard things get, no matter how much pain he goes through, he keeps pushing, breaking records, training endlessly, consistently working towards what he wants. Because those 10 seconds, those brief moments where he can escape, is what makes everything worth it. They're the reason he keeps going.
Listen, I want to go to an art college, so I can't help with the manga series.
Where's this coming from? Yeah, fine, okay. I mean, you'd only be drawing the backgrounds. We just need to stick together. It's all going to fall into place.
I want to stop relying on you to see if I can do things on my own.
Do you have any idea how boring it's gonna be?
You don't mean that!
You'll be bored out of your skull. Not to mention, there's absolutely no way you can handle college life on your own.
Simon says love longer. But what does that mean for Simon says, hold on. But I don't remember Simon say so.
Come on, Ben, the kids listen to
And
you.
maybe I don't like this game or this competition for you.
And the same obsession carries over into Look Back through Kiyomoto. Kiyomoto isn't loud, she isn't confident in the way Fujino is. She's quiet, isolated, almost invisible. At first, all we really know about her is that she draws. But when Fujino finally sees her room, everything clicks. The stacks of sketchbooks, pages filled wall to wall, years of work done in silence. No audience, no praise, just complete repetition. That's obsession. Not the kind of obsession that wants to be seen, the kind that just exists even if no one's watching. Kiyomoto didn't draw to compete, she didn't draw to prove anything. She drew just because it was her only place that felt safe, and that's important. Because when she finally leaves her room, when she finally steps outside and decides to move forward, it isn't bravery, it's a necessity. Staying isolated was slowly suffocating her. She needed to take what she built alone and expose it to the world, even if it meant risking everything. Leaving wasn't her abandoning her comfort, it was her trying to grow past it. And that's what makes her obsession different from Fujino's. She wasn't chasing validation, she wasn't chasing success, she was just chasing the feeling of being alive outside her own head. And even when things doesn't end the way it's supposed to, even when the loss enters the story in the most unfair way possible, Kiyomoto's impact never disappears, because her own obsession wasn't about the result, it was about the act. It's about drawing every day in a room where no one clapped. And that quiet dedication is what changes Fujino forever. What I learned from both these films is that there's no finish line. The rock will always roll back down, and you again will have to roll it back up. So obsession becomes the answer, not because it's healthy, not because it's pretty, but because it fills the void. It gives you something to wake up for. And that's why these two stories stuck with me, because obsession isn't just drive, it's the decision to keep pushing even when life resets the score.